Let me take the statement that he's going to fix the economy by doubling our exports. Watch.
So tonight, we set a new goal. We will double our exports over the next 5 years, an increase that will support 2 million jobs in America.
I mean, unless we're exporting jobs, I don't know what we're going to do. Logic and math. Logic would say, okay, we're going to double our exports. Two questions. What is it that we're currently making that the rest of the world wants twice as many of, and why aren't they buying it? Okay? The logic side of me says, I didn't even know we were making stuff in America anymore, but making enough stuff to sell twice as fast? I mean, what is that? Which also brings me to the math side. Why don't we make things in America anymore? Logic. Oh, logic and math. Cost of making things. Labor unions. Oh my goodness, labor unions. Hey, aren't labor unions the ones who are advising the president how to fix things? This is going to be a tough one when you use logic and math. The president keeps on pushing stuff that's green, like solar panels. Let me ask you this, America, using logic. Do you truly believe that we can continue to make solar panels here? We may make the best solar panels in the world, but we're making them with all of the labor unions, green restrictions, EPA standards and laws and everything else that we have. Do you think that we can make those cheaper than they can make them in China? You think we can make anything cheaper than they can make in China? So then how do we double our exports in 5 years? I'd love to see anyone in the media ask, Robert Gibbs, the president, anyone, hey, what are we going to double? What is it? Maybe we could double all the exports by becoming inventors. Invent new stuff, that's good, okay, but we need an education. We need to be smarter, we need to be freer, but that's not coming. Smarter education. Here's what the president said on education last night.
And let's tell another 1 million students that when they graduate, they will be required to pay only 10% of their income on student loans. And all of their debt will be forgiven after 20 years, and forgiven after 10 years if they choose a career in public service. Because in the United States of America, no one should go broke because they chose to go to college.
10% of your income. That's fantastic. You got it? You can take out this giant loan and go to Harvard, and you're only going to have to pay back, let's just say you take out $250,000 loan, but you only make $40,000. You only have to pay 10% every year of your income back. And after 20 years, whatever's left, don't worry about it. We got it. Now remember, we're in, according to the president, we're in the wreckage of the worst time in American history since the Civil War, the Great Depression, World War II, or the Civil Rights Movement. But the federal government is going to pay for universal college. Logic and math. Let's just ask a couple of logical questions. How do we pay for the college? Because most people can't afford college. We're having a hard time, right? The average cost of college is about $26,000. $26,000. Where is the government going to get, for your children, my children, everybody else's children, where are they going to get that magical $26,000? Well, he just said they're going to pay for it because you're going to get a government job for 10 years after. How? So you're going to be working for free? No. Logic would force me to point out here that it's, if you're working for the government, that's not going to turn out a lot of the inventors or the entrepreneurs because you're now working for the government, and government has the effect on people. They just all of a sudden just go dead inside. They're like, whatever, here's your driver's license. I'm just going to go home and run a hot bath and kill myself. That's what happens. You'll suck all of the energy out of people, but you'll put them on the payroll. So who's going to leave after 10 years in government if they're going to face a pay cut? Because a giant pay cut is what's coming, because here's the math part. The average salary in the private sector, you work it wherever, you just don't work for the government, you make, that's the average salary in the private sector. But if you work for the government, the average salary, are you ready? $71,000. Wow. Plus you get great benefits. And they're going to pay for all of your college after 10 years. Help me out here. Logic and math. How are we going to pay for this plus what's remaining of this? How are we going to do that? That doesn't sound like an economic plan that I understand. Oh, and by the way, just another thing on, education. They already indoctrinate our kids, but now they're going to have the whole system. The whole system from cradle to grave. Won't that be great? Oh, and I'm sure they'll never profile or they'll never level the playing field or anything. It's all going to be based on merit. That's what it's going to be. And there's going to be no indoctrination. I love this. This is Little Pals. Found this. We're going to use this for our special. This is so cute. Washing our hands before each meal. Clean handkerchief each day. Regular bathing. Blah, blah, blah. Sunning and bedding. We just love these things. Washing shoes. Haircut. Shampoo. We love to study. Learn our characters. I start school tomorrow. On my way to school. We learn the words, "Long live Chairman Mao." Pay no attention to that last page. We're in foreign language class. We do our homework carefully. Let me test you. We love revolutionary stories. Oh, it's going to be great.